No, forward. No, Bubba, forward.
What?
You can only push one, remember?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Bad Idea Garage. It's been a few months now. So much so that my Subaru grew up all the way into a Silverado. So, you know, winning at this point. Anyway, so we're going to keep continuing this video series about my son's go-kart that, I mean, it's the end of July now and I still haven't finished it. But let's give you a quick recap here of what it looks like and where we left off. Wouldn't quite call this art so much as a gaggle of taking orders from a 3-year-old. I still need to get the gear and everything on there, right? So I can get the engine back on. I need to get a support for that. You remember what we used for the steering wheel, Bubba? What's it called?
It's a steering to left and right.
Well, I know it's a steering wheel, it turns left and right, but what did we use? Did we use a transfer case chain and a gear?
Yep, a steering case and a gear.
And did we make the front steering so we can take them off and put skis on in the wintertime?
Yeah.
You like it so far?
Yeah.
So that's where we currently stand. Well, as far as the video goes, anyway. So next clip is kind of an overview of what it looks like. I actually took the clip after that before I got the seat and everything on. But the second one is going to be how fast this thing moves with the belt tensioned, and gives you kind of a basic idea of what my belt tensioner setup is going to be that I talked about before for his forward and reverse. So without further ado, this is what it looks like, and this is how fast it goes. Okay, so here's current progress. Steering wheel's not in it because I'm going to have to reposition that anyway. We got him a rudimentary seat. I haven't gotten a cushion or anything on it. We tested the forward drive earlier. It worked perfect, even after I had to repair the teeth just by welding and reshaping. He wanted his dump truck seat on it, but it took away like 3 inches forward, so that just was not going to work. I need to shorten the steering shaft and adjust the angle so it's in the right spot. Open and name suggestions. No tension. Oh yeah! So obviously that thing goes pretty fast, okay? So next up was trying to figure out what to do with brakes. Went through a few different options. Here's what I got. Okay, so here's my idea for brakes. This is one of the steel clutches, I guess, whatever, part of the clutch pack, and the transfer case we got the drive chain for the steering wheel from. I'm bending the tabs in. I'm going to set this on the inside of the wheel on the left. Push those tabs back down to get it centered and whatnot. Then I'm going to use one of the friction clutches and some kind of a lever mechanism that'll hold everything in place to press the friction clutch against this and engage the brakes. So let's see if that does any good. Okay, bending the tabs on the thing didn't work. I just ended up warping the whole thing trying to straighten them out. So I managed to get one in there, just prying it in with a screwdriver, just about the right size. There's a bit more movement than I would like. So we're gonna go with an aircraft style brake. And I'm gonna layer a couple of these on top of each other. See how that goes. Okay, so I could only get one of those clutch pack things in there, but I've got me a pressure plate with a lever. It's gonna sit like that, and when you pull on the lever, it pulls on this end and presses in. I'll have a pin, little pivot point right there for it, and we'll see how that goes. Now, with that concept in place, I had to come up with some way of actually tensioning the belt. I didn't get most of this on camera, but I had a couple of pulleys and some cables from the snowblower that were essentially the same thing. They were used to keep tension on the pulleys. So I hooked up a cable to the forward drive pulley just so I could test the brakes. So that's what you're gonna see in this next one, even though I didn't explain it, but here you go. There's the cable. Alright, clutches did not work very well, so I took clutches out and used just this thing, because this was the original drive unit. And that outer edge is rubber. And when you push that into that wheel, which is just the right size, it actually stops it extremely well. So I guess we're going to use that. So with that figured out, the next thing was to figure out how to get pedals on the thing. I'm going to give you a quick glimpse of what everything looks like before I put the pedals on, and then what I did for the pedals, and we'll go from there. Enjoy, I guess. I don't know why anyone watches this. Okay, so here's what we have set up for the pedals. I'm probably going to use this bracket, some all thread. I had some small square tubing and some flat steel, so got some crappy welds to get them together. I got 3 pedals. This one will go on this side because it has the spacer. He wants the brake pedal to be on the left-hand side by the reverse pedal. We're going to run the all thread through the square tubing, use some washers, get some bolts on the other end, hold everything tight, and then figure out how to get the cable ends mounted on the frame and the pedals. So far so good. Let's see how I managed to screw this up. Okay, so first and foremost, I haven't gotten the brake pedal set up yet. I have my forward and reverse though. Here's forward right here. Here's the square tubing I was talking about before, and the all thread went right through it, so it was perfect. I used some washers to get the correct spacing. I got me some sheet metal that is admittedly not the best looking welds to keep it in place, but it's good enough for him to set his foot on to hit the pedals. So that at least works. I used the cables off of the snowblower and the tensioner and whatnot that I built last time. Cables. I used some of this stuff here that I had that was actually just the right size to hold these guys. Welded on a bracket, got them welded on, have those attached to my pulleys on the other side. I do need to put a return spring on the brake pedal because it just kind of stays where you leave it, and if it's not sitting straight up when you let off that pedal, then it keeps trying to go in reverse, which might not necessarily be bad. It's kind of a emergency last second brake, maybe. I'm still going to figure out something for the brakes, but I think I'm going to check everything over, secure all the cables down, get the engine actually secured, because I have not done that yet. I just have the studs in the bottom. And I'm going to have to figure out how to test drive this thing, because I don't need to be on the news tonight. So, either way, let's see if those pedals do what I'm hoping they're going to do. So as you'll see, the pedals work actually pretty well. I didn't record putting the floor pan in, but needless to say, it was kind of necessary, so your feet don't fall through and just drag on the ground. This was a 3.5-year-old at the time, now 4.5, so didn't need that happening. So check out how well the pedals work. And we have movement. Call that a win. My wife just walked out, so she's gonna laugh at me talking to myself, but pedals obviously worked fine. I ended up ditching the brake concept. You can just use the reverse pedal as a brake while you're going forward and vice versa. We did manage to take it for test drive. I stood on it to drive it around a little bit, but the forward gear is way too steep. It does not like any kind of weight. If nobody's on it, it's fine. You have 20 pounds on this thing. It does not like going forward. So I had to give him a push start. We did get kind of around the garage. I did not get footage of that because the thing goes really fast, and I was trying to not kill my kid, and like I said in the last clip, not end up on the news. So this is how far we got. This is his enthusiastic take on it. And I guess we'll figure it out from there. All right, we got this far. What's the problem with it, Bubba?
It just burns.
It burns?
Yeah.
Don't touch nothing, it's hot, okay? It's that forward drive belt. The gear ratios are way too extreme.
Why?
So it is burning that belt. Reverse works great. Forward, not so much. It likes to slip a lot and kill the engine. Right, Bubba?
Yeah.
So Dad's got to figure out how to fix that now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think I'll be able to figure it out?
But it could be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Not if it keeps burning through belts, it ain't. We'll figure it out though, right?
Okay.
Is it fun so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the idea with the issues in forward gear is a smaller pulley on the engine and a bigger pulley on the intermediate shaft. This should change me from a 2-to-1 to just shy of a 3.5-to-1, which I'm hoping is going to be just enough to keep that thing going and keep it from just obliterating belts. But we'll give that a shot next time I got some spare time. So that's the last I got so far of this thing. Those pulleys I've not managed to put on the thing so far. I'm actually thinking of just adding another intermediate shaft to cut down the gearing like I want to. That's all I got. Don't know what to tell you. Haven't finished the thing yet. You already saw that I have another project as well. I think we're going to just kind of bump the two against each other. I think I'll finish his first before I start working on his quadruple death trap motorcycle quad go-kart that was designed for 7 horsepower. Either way, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This was BIG. If you have any other bad ideas or big ideas, drop them in the comments below. Feel free to follow, subscribe, like the video if you want to keep watching stupid shit. And I'll see you next time. Have a good week.